Well, this certainly was unprecedented, and you could see that in how overwhelmed Spain's border guards and officials were in responding to this current situation. Officials on Thursday calling for the Spanish government to declare a state of emergency, and the government itself deploying additional troops to Ceuta in order to support in that response effort. As you mentioned, with regards to the cause behind this surge of migrants attempting to cross the border, the figure at this stage is an estimate, but the government has put it now at around 50,000, they believe, crossing since Thursday. But as you mentioned, Pedro Sanchez, the Prime Minister, did give a statement just in the last few hours. He believes that human traffickers, smuggling rings have exploited and misunderstood a Supreme Court ruling, which was handed down earlier this month in Spain, which essentially prohibits authorities from immediately returning migrants who have crossed into Spain via a sea crossing without due process. Now, it is understood that potentially individuals who crossed yesterday and even today may have been misled, that this meant an automatic or immediate acceptance of status within Spain if indeed they do cross over by water. And the vast majority of those who did cross over yesterday are believed to have travelled by sea. And of course, we've been hearing from some of those individuals, speaking to reporters on the ground, some saying that they were at sea for 2 to 4 hours even. And this was a very risky crossing as well. More than a dozen people at this point confirmed to have been killed as a result. So certainly a very worrying development. And this has drawn backlash, as you mentioned, from some European leaders with regards to the security of Europe's coastal shores. We've been hearing, for example, from the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, who has threatened, in her words, to take extraordinary measures, potentially, including excluding Spain from the visa-free Schengen travel zone if the situation is not handled. France's Interior Minister has also said that France is stepping up its security on the border with Spain. But at this stage, the Spanish government has said that they have maintained communication with the Moroccan government and authorities, that the communication has been smooth. And important to note, the Spanish government has said that already they believe around 25,000 of those migrants have returned back to Morocco, and they expect that figure to rise. Christina?